Hi everyone, my name is Delaney Myrick and this is my presentation on the cardiovascular system. So on this slide, the diagram shows that the heart has this blue side it's depicting and a red side, and I'll get to what that means. But essentially on this slide, I'm going to focus on the blue side, which is the right side of the heart, and the blue means the blood is deoxygenated. So, blood enters through the heart through two large veins, the inferior and the superior vena cava, and they empty oxygen-poor blood from the body into the right atrium of the heart. As the atrium contracts, blood flows from your right atrium into your right ventricle through the open tricuspid valve, which is really important. So when the ventricle is full, this tricuspid valve shuts and it prevents blood from flowing backwards into the atria while the ventricle contracts. And as the ventricle contracts, blood leaves the heart through the pulmonic valve into the pulmonary artery and to the lungs, which you can see on the diagram, where it is oxygenated. So this then becomes the red side of the blood, and it returns to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins. So this slide shows a couple essential parts of the heart. So we'll see on the slide, the other two slides, that the semilunar valves are the aortic valve and the pulmonary valve, which are arteries leaving the heart. So you can see the arrow pointing to the artery. It is important to note that the arteries carry blood away from the heart. Arteries then branch into smaller and smaller vessels, which are called arterioles. These arterioles then connect to smaller blood vessels, which are called capillaries. And from the capillaries, blood then passes through venules and then to the veins. And it is important to note that these veins carry blood back to the heart. So on this slide, we're going to focus on the red part of the heart, which we have learned is the oxygenated blood. So the pulmonary veins empty oxygen-rich blood from the lungs into the left atrium of the heart. And as the atrium contracts, blood flows from your left atrium into your left ventricle through the open mitral valve. And this mitral valve is also called bicuspid valve, and it is called bicuspid because bi means two. So there are two valves. When the ventricle is full, the mitral or bicuspid valve shuts and prevents the backflow of blood into the atrium while the ventricle contracts. And as the ventricle contracts, blood leaves the heart through the aortic valve into the aorta into the body. So this oxygenated blood then flows through the body and can help us with our daily functions. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.